Hello, comrades. I'm Colonel Failure, and this opening shot really hasn't gone the way that I intended. Yeah, okay. I'd come up with this great idea that I thought, oh, a nice slow-moving camera. Can you even slow this stuff down? Let's try various buttons. No, you can't. All right. Well, I was going to just drive along the street here in my my orbital bombardment camera, just to kind of set the scene. Never mind. Yeah, okay, so the oil refinery town here, let's turn the flaming cursor back on. The oil refinery town is now overgrown with trees because I planted a lot of trees and they've overgrown. Well, it's life. And then the new town area up here that has recently been redeveloped quite badly, it's all humming along. Basically, we're in reasonably good shape at the moment, although I'm looking at my ruble. Oh no, ruble count just ticking up again. So yeah, we're making a bit of cash. It's going sort of okay, and we're moving on. Yeah, there is much more work to be done here. I don't doubt that this new area that I've just finished building needs quite a lot of jiggery-pokery played to it. And also, I need some additional trains to do things. Yeah, but I don't fancy doing that today, so we're going to stroll on to the next industry, and I'll come back to that and sort it out later. Probably, maybe, could happen. And the new industry is going to happen right about here. Of course, if you've been paying attention to the series, you'll know exactly what it's going to be. Farming, friends. Yes, we're going to make vodka, and lots of it, because it's fuel. Yes, it is. And we're going to export that. We'll probably supply ourselves with a bit of it as well, but fundamentally, we're going to export it, and that's going to be a lot of fun for everyone involved. And I'm not entirely sure where to start, but I've got a reasonable notion. We'll turn on the grid and see how much flat space we've got going on. The answer is not as much as you might like. So we're going to do that, we're going to do this, and we're going to see if my bulldozer army is in range. So if I were to start out there... Oh yeah, the bulldozer army is very much in range. Okay, well, we're off to the races. Am I going to make you sit through me doing a lot of smoothing? Yeah, I am. Yeah, you're going to have to sit through mere moments of this, because I'll skip to the point at which I'm happy with it. Okay? But I'm not skipping to that point just yet. What's even happening here? Level terrain, height from centre. Yeah, that's what we want. Right, so how about you actually wait until they finish levelling and then move, rather than just, generally wafting it around the place and hoping it ends up with the result that you're after. Now, arguably, I'm making this too low, but arguably is something that I'm never that fussed about. We'll just make it happen, nice and gentle. And I think I'm probably now reaching the point at which people are going, I'm going to give him another 10 seconds, but if he doesn't get to a good bit, I'm leaving. So I'm going to use every one of those 10 seconds, and let's skip to the good bit. Okay, that ought to do for starters. I mean, it's a reasonable chunk of land that we've got going on there, and I'm sure that I can do something messy with it. Now then, the challenge here is going to be doing things in the right order. Yeah, that's what the challenge is going to be, is making sure that we get things the right way around. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually work on the tail end of what we're building. Now, okay, look, I just to explain what that was all about. I'm debating whether or not I should lay in roads first, because I tend to make quite a mess if I don't. I think we'll be all right. Let's go and have a look at food and crops related. Now, we've got grain storage. We'll probably need some of that. A bit of agro farm action, because we all like a bit of agro. Food factory, grocery store, no. Distillery. Right, that's the sucker. That's what we want. It needs 30 tons of crops at max consumption in order to make some alcohol. Okay, good. Right, well... Let's have a look at it. Hold on, wait. No. Let's have a look at it. Okay, right. The distillery itself, not that big. That's good. No. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm second guessing myself a lot here, because there's all manner of things that I could do that would get this wrong, and even if I get it even remotely close to being right, I'll probably still get it wrong. I think we stick the distillery all the way out over here. Let's work with the grid as a friend rather than anything else. So we could stick... Yeah, we could sling it here. I mean, just the fact that you've used the word sling indicates to me that you're not giving this the due care and attention that it really warrants. Now, I want to export this by train, obviously. Why would you export it by anything else? But we're also going to need trucks to turn up and take some to the local populace. So we should keep that well and truly in mind. Let's go for that. Well, okay, I've half committed to it. Obviously, it's not going to cost me anything until I decide to actually build the thing. So you would do that, and then you would have it linked up to, I would imagine, some grain storage. Okay, right, well, there's grain storage. There's there's the line out for the grain storage. So if you make those two arrows point to each other, and then you link them up afterwards, you don't want it too close together, you don't want it too far apart. Too close together and they won't talk to each other. We can plan that, though. Okay, all right, good. Let's not forget, we are going to need some workers for this. All right, yeah, that's okay. I'm confident with that. Now, do we want to go silo to silo? Do we want to overstore? Frankly, if I've got 800 in store, then I should be making enough buck to be able to, have a bit of a rearrange and switch stuff around. Is there anything else that I might want? A warehouse. You might want a warehouse. I might. No, you might want a warehouse. Just in case you're building lots and lots of it. Or we go to infrastructure here, we go to railways, and we go to, we want a train aggregate load, train, depot, platform, no, this is useful. Fuel loading, cargo station, that's the ticket. It has a tiny, tiny little warehouse attached to it. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So you're gonna want a warehouse and then a train station. Okay, now the road, we've got a road going up there and we've got one coming out of here. I remember this with my mind because I only did it a couple of moments ago. So if we then go for, that's all livestock full, warehouse. Okay, well, show me the way. Ooh, that's exciting. It is. Oh, hold on, the warehouse has got a train track built into it. Grand. Okay, well, that would probably do the trick. Now, that is going to overlap the road. Yeah, which means you should probably have all of this pointing the other way. And then you can have unfettered train access. Although, the rail track pointing here probably gives you a little bit more space to manoeuvre your rail, but you will have to go over the road. Yeah. And you might regret that. Wait, hold on. No, you can go either you can go either direction. Yeah. Also, the road on your silo, yeah. You probably want that pointing the other way. Yeah. Okay, well, this is why we're planning. I don't know. This is an entirely new experience of actually planning something in. Well, okay, well, look, that looks quite sensible, doesn't it? Does that look sensible? It looks sensible to me. All right, put it in. Right, and then if we get rid of this one, yeah, demolish the building, and then we'll have a look at it the other way around. It might not work the other way around. It's not going to work. Hang on, that's not going to work. No, you're stuck. You're sold on that, basically. Okay, all right. Well, if that's what I'm sold on, then that's what I'm sold on. Yeah, stick it there. There's probably better ways to do this. Hold on. What about the agri farm? Hold on. We'll put that back in. That's where it's going to live. It's happening. Okay, right, and then you've got your agro farm here. See, there, you can go from the out of the agro farm direct in. Yeah, just a really minor detail at this point. What's that then? Everything's pointing the wrong way. Yes. If you were to turn it all around, so basically do a 180 on this, then things will come out being better because you can put this here, right, which means it needs to be at the top. Right. Yes, I see what you're driving at. Sorry, I'm getting an angle so that I can build a nice long road that runs all the way along here without too much additional smoothage required. So if you slap that in about there. Yes. Yeah, I'm not certain this is going to be better, you know. Do it anyway. All right, okay. And then bulldoze this lot. All of it. Yeah, you haven't paid anything for it, so this is why you plan. This is why you have people in comments going like, you know, you don't have to build it straight away, right? You can lock it in first, and then, oh well, never mind. You no mate, no, you do you. Right. So coming out of the bottom of that, I'm not placing another one. I just want to see what the overall scheme here is. Yeah. So I've got a pipeline coming out the bottom there, which we're going to take into grain storage. Okay, right, yeah. Well, it's not a pipeline. It's you know what it is. It's one of those. It's a forklift driver output unit hopper. Good, right. And then from that we then take it into the distillery. Distillery. Thank you. Yes. Well, that would be. I mean, you've got this. You're running out of space. You're gonna run out of space. All right, okay, no, that's fine. Good. I don't know if we can terraform the lake up. All right, well look, keep plumbing it in, and then we'll evaluate presently. All right, and that goes into a warehouse, house of wares. Yeah, so that would go in here. Oh no, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. You want it the other way around. All right, okay, and like that. Yeah. Now, I mean it's not using an awful lot of the warehouse up there, but that ticks all of the boxes. Yeah, apart from this road. Well, yeah, but you need the road because that's how you're going to do your distribution for local people. Okay, well, fine. Well, let's see what happens if we try and smooth the lake up to. We can get rid of the water. Thank you, development team. Good work. This is what we like to see. The ability to properly terraform is never to be underestimated in its value. In fact, let's make a load of space. It feels like you're not really bringing it all up to exactly the same level, but you're near enough. That layout there, as well as being beautiful, is the right layout. Okay, should we go and pay for it then? Yeah, let's pay for it then. Turn that off. How do you turn that off? Doesn't appear to want to toggle. Well, you could do this, yeah, and then turn. Click on that, yeah, and purchase it. I'm going to pay for all of this with dollars. Why? Well, because I'm not using dollars for anything else. Yep, buy it. There you go. Yeah, we'll dollar this one because that's a good thing. In fact, we could decide that we're not going to export anything alcohol-wise to our Soviet cousins, and instead we can flog them off to the dirty Westerners and you know, charge them primo rate for it as well. You know what you should have done? Yeah, that you will potentially regret in a mere moment's time. What I should have done is I should have done this bit first. You should have done this bit first, because if this doesn't want to work, okay, that one worked. All right, yeah, dollars, and that one worked, dollars, and that one worked, dollars. Okay, right, it worked as it turns out, but I should have done that before paying for these big fellas here. But that's okay. Right, good. Right, what do we need? You need no workers. Good answer. You need 100 workers. Acceptable. And you need no workers. This is all splendid stuff. Right, okay, now then, road time. Time for road. Do you want to build the road with electric cattle prods over the top of it so you can bring buses in? Not at the current time, no. Later, oh, almost certainly, but not for this bit. We'll do that for the working force. Right, so if you're heading out over there, that's more or less in line with the grid, isn't it? More or less. Okay, so we do that. Dollars. Right, now, do we feel the need to bulldoze this down to the same height, or do we want some semblance of there being any natural land here? Actually, I think we'll be fine. I think this will work just fine. Let's pull this out over this way. Yeah, yes. Yes. Also, no, there is no also, not at the moment. There might be an also later, but there isn't an also right now. Just hush your owl. Stick that in there. Yep, that's good. Now, I'm going to need access to the overall town kind of complex kind of situation, but that's to be expected. We're going to want the ability to ship stuff into the rest of the Republic, and frankly, it's a smidge unrealistic to have parts of your country entirely separated from others, because you forget, or I forget, that this isn't a game about a city, it's a game about a country. You're building an entire country, although the furthest I've ever got towards that is building a small town. But that's okay. Right, sling that on there. Sling that on. Sling that on. No. Oh, it's near enough. What are you talking about, near enough? That's pretty much spot on. Yeah, that's what I mean, near enough. Okay, right, now then. Which way are we going to go here? Yeah, I know, I'm doing the boring infrastructure bit before we actually get to the exciting stuff. I'm using air quotes on exciting there. Right, yeah, put that there. Yeah. I might change my mind, so let's not pay for it yet. And then take this all the way up here. Why? Because it felt like it would actually allow me to do that, and that's a novelty. Okay, well, it also gives you enough room to maneuver your train around the side there to hook up with the border, which is where you're going to make all of your filthy ruble, profit from this. Right, now then. Yes. Well, probably something that flies over the top of this using a bridge. Yeah, have all the best luck in the world with that. That's just going to be okay. It's not though, is it? Look, the hill's causing an obstruction. All right, okay, hold on. What if we... Yeah, no. Angle too sharp. It flaming isn't. Go on. Crossing not allowed. Crossing is allowed. Of course, me just saying crossing is allowed doesn't change anything. Can't construct pillars due to infrastructure below. Is it because there's a train set up below? Because that would... I'm pretty sure I've got a bridge going over that. I have. Over there, look. Oi, bridge. That's all I'm asking you to do. Nothing more convoluted or complicated than that. What about over here? Yeah. It could be the electrical cables that are causing the problem, of course. I don't have a solution to that. Okay. I mean, all of this is just... You're just getting further away from where you want to end up. Can we go round the corner here? The hills... There's a steepness of descent that is allowable, and that's not it. Alright, well... yeah. Nah, right. No. I forbid it. Okay, alright. Right. Just... Alright, hold on. What about Tantrum? Tantrum appears to offer the kind of solution to the problem that you're looking for here. I'm not suggesting for a moment that that this is the right way to go. Flatten that out. No. Flat. There you go. Right, you've got a bit there. Yes. Then keep coming. Alright, do that. Flatten. Flattened. Alright, keep coming. Yeah! What it lacks in substance, it makes up for in style. Alright, buy it. Yeah, we'll have all of that. It's near enough. Near enough what? Look, it forms a connection, and that will do for the moment. Whether it's a good connection or not, we'll leave that as an arbitrary we're not too concerned about for the time being. Right, good. Okay, splendid. So I need to leave enough space here to get enough workers into the distillery. Fine. Also want to consider that later on I might want to add a second distillery. But what do you want me to do about that? I just want you to keep it in mind, because later you might want to add a second distillery. Well, if I can fit one in here, just keep it in mind. All right, it's in my mind. I don't know what to do with that information, though, because there's not a lot I can do with it right now. Right, crops and food related. Be quiet. Maximum workers 250. We need workers for fields. Okay. You sure it's not devices? It's definitely workers. All right, so Ooh, right. If we run this right the way down to the edge of the coastline here, in fact, this one might serve me better over like that. In fact, all of this might serve me better over like this. Why? Well, look, then I can use this space over here to build an associated work release program. No, a penal colony that is using the fields. I'm going to put that there. Okay, all right, if you say so. And then we'll have one facing it. All right, okay, line it up-ish, mostly. Just, yeah, that's a precision angle right there. And then line it up alongside that, so it's more or less on the same line. It's not quite, though, is it? No, it's not. Did I put the first one in wonky? Yes. Okay, well, that would explain that then. Well, let's put the second one in not wonky, and then we can bulldoze the first one. Oh, that's delightful. Okay, yeah, cancel that. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't paid for it yet, so I'm not that bothered. Big field. Yes. Whiz it around so it's facing the other way. And this time, pay attention to the lines of the grid that you've brought up. If you weren't going to pay attention to them, why did you bring it up in the first place? All right, smack that one in there. That is better. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, okay. And I'll do the next one. Yes. Now, obviously, I've got no idea how well this is going to work. Obviously. Is that straight? No, look. What you want is to do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely straight. And then, you tell me that these little roads that they connect with are not actually in the centre of the flipping edge there. Well, I'm not telling you anything, but it certainly looks like those... they're not. So, there's that. All right, okay, well, wang this in here. Are you going to need some workers for this? Yes. I'll do something with a bus. All right, how much overlap can you do? Oh, all right, well, okay, well, look, smack this one right up into the up next to the next one. That's 3 monster size. That's not gone well. No, it's not. I must have wiggled at the last moment there. All right, that's okay. You're allowed to wiggle. But try and get it right. Like that. Yeah. And then out one. About there. Yeah, that's where I just had it. It makes it look like it's going to set it up perfectly, and then it doesn't. But you know what? That's close enough. Too much perfection, and people will accuse us of being dirty Democrats or something. Right, okay. No. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's straightish. All right, wang that in there. We got a little bit of room there for a cheeky bonus medium field. Okay, all right. Well, we do love a cheeky bonus medium field. I know we do. Right, so if I actually move this back away from that line a little bit, will that actually flat straighten? No. Oh, you see, it's not the right shape. Okay, well, look, I've left enough room there for a small number of housing block type thing. So when it comes down to it, it's all good. And this is the town of, I don't know. It's the town of Smirnoff. All right. Okay, good. Which is probably actually a real town, which is where Smirnoff comes from. Either that or it's made by the Smirnoff family, or it is Conrad Smirnoff's liquid enjoyment factory and emporium. I have absolutely limited knowledge of all things Smirnoff related, other than it's very cheap vodka that you can get just about anywhere. And you say cheap. Yeah, I know. They're making out that it's a prestige vodka line, but the fact of the matter is that it's quite cheap to buy, and therefore it really isn't that good. Yeah, but then you look at the expensive vodkas. What, like a Grey Goose? Yeah, like a Grey Goose. And you know what? It's overrated. It still tastes like shoe polish remover. Good. There's only one reason to drink vodka, and that's because you want to. Right, good. Are you going to do it? I didn't think you would. No, I thought you might be tempted to give me the hokey cokey there in terms of actually doing what I want. Well, plumb it in. That's good enough. It gives us the connection that we want. Presumably I can slap a road in here. Yep, you can. Okay, mental note, you haven't actually paid for the fields yet. That's all right, I'll pay for them in a minute. I've still got dollars in the bank. I'm going to run my dollar account dry because, I mean, you know, what possible use do I have for it? I mean, you know, I don't need a BMW. Right, okay, there we are. That looks pretty good. Now, hold on. It almost looks pretty good. Yeah, wiggle it that way. That's towards the action. That is acceptable as a starting point. You don't get much field for your buck, though, do you? You know, I mean, these don't go very far. Give me the Smootherino here, and let's just bring this one up to code. Can you do it underneath that field? No, mate, there's a field in the way. It's not. It's a potential field. Yep. It's not even a real field. It's a field that might exist. Are you saying it's Schrodinger's field? It's Schrodinger's field. You know, you use the Schrodinger gag a lot, right? I do, and that's because it's very, very good, and I'm incredibly creative and funny. Fair play. I can't argue with that. Right, okay, let's get this in here. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't a slopey bit in case some idiot driving a tractor drives it into a pond. I mean, that might make for an entertaining video to watch, but it's not productive, is it? All right, okay, slap that on there. Yeah, it's in a slightly different place now. How much do I care about that? Like, not at all. Like, not at all is the right answer. Right, okay, let's... Oh, apparently that was built. Now, how much were they costing me? I don't know. Okay, good. I'm glad we had this chance to have an entertaining conversation. Right, here's the Saz Alice. Where is Saz Alice? I know it was around it. So it's flipping neighbourhood. Hey, you're not called Saz Alice. So these are going to be friendly, communist. Okay, let's try something else. Run out of letters. Communist, yes, chums. That's what we want. Right, save. Good. And now you are the Communist Chums Agro Farm. It's a brand. Yeah, we can stick that on there. It's every bit as good as any other brand you could think of. What sort of vodka do you want? I'd like a Communist Chums and Ginger, please. Oh, a Communist Chums Mule. The very same. Right, okay, good. Now then, we next want to get some electricity. Oh, well, yes, that's always a jolly good wheeze, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Last chance to buy these trucks before they're replaced with better trucks. Steady on. Electricity. Yes. Come on, what's so complicated about that? I momentarily forgot what I was doing because I was making jokes about things. Oh, that's all right then. Right, demolish this. We'll stick a switch in there. Yep, and fling that out this way. Yep, okay, and then connect it up like this. Yeah, no. Why are you giving me the runaround there? Grab that, yeah, run it into there. There you go. Now grab that, yeah, run it to there. Yes, right, purchase. Thank you. You're also going to need to buy the switch, obviously enough. Build that with dollars. I'm funding everything with dollars. I'll keep funding everything with dollars until my dollar account is out of wedge, and then I'll stop doing that. Now then, look at your connections there. New truck available. Well, steady on. So we've got our train line that's going to need to do some kind of curvature that goes over the road, forming something of a level crossing. So that's fine. We then have, I don't know, any other connections that we need to concern ourselves about here. No, this whole area here is unoccupied at the moment. Might make for a good place for some of the townsfolk facilities that you're undoubtedly going to need. Undoubtedly. Yes. All right, well, you know, what are you going to do about that? Nothing for the moment. Good. Right, moving on. Moving on, I think. Yeah. All right, just plumb it in. I'm desperately trying to not get this wrong until later. You know, I know that it's going to go wrong at some point, but I'd rather wait a little bit longer before it goes wrong than I usually do. Usually I let it go wrong quite quickly, and that's not great. So if we stick that in here, you might regret that. I might, but let's put it in there. It's not even I've not even put it at a good angle, apart from the angle to do that. Purchase. And then this one, purchase. Yeah. Good. And then we can just stick a cheeky one of these in substation. Yes, that's what they're called. Oh, if I can fit it in there, that'll be handy. Yes, but you are going to have to get the power lines in. Yeah, they'll fit through there. Look at it. Go on, it'll be fine. All right. Well, you're not paying for it yet. This whole not paying for it until you've made it work seems to be working rather effectively. It's almost like if you'd have listened to people earlier on, you would have saved quite a lot of money. Listening to people. What a fresh novel concept that would be. Right, there you go. Have some of that. Et voila, power. Et voila, no power. What do you mean it's without power supply? Can't be without power supply. We've got this. Build it. Come on. I don't know what you built. Oh, you built the little bit of road. Okay, well, that's acceptable. Right, we've got no trucks. I'm not certain I care. You've got 3 fields associated at the moment. So you've got 1, 2, and 4. That's 4. Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, that's original. Yeah. This one is 3. Well, add that to the flipping mix then. Yeah, I don't know if you're good. I think there's a risk here that you're trying to do too much. Be quiet. I care not for risk. I care only for magnificent levels of success. Okay, right. And I'm leaving it there. Yeah, no, I'm afraid so. Yeah. We're going to stop there for today. In the next episode, we're going to make all of that work and hook up a train line. Really? You reckon you can do that in about half an hour, do you? Oh, just totes my goats. We can totes my goats make that work. All right, okay, fine. What are you using for your screenshot today? This barren landscape of future vodka production. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe to this series to keep up with it if you haven't already. You probably have. And I'll be back later with some more. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. So there you go. This is underway and it's going to work out quite nicely. I think we've smoothed the ground out and given ourselves plenty of room to play with. And with that room, we've already got the major industrial infrastructure in place. Goodness me, miracles do happen occasionally. I only had to delete my blueprints a couple of times to get them pointing in the way that actually made any sense. But that's all largely irrelevant because the end result is flawless and perfect. Anyway, next time round we're going to work on getting these actually operational by deploying some people in them, and that'll work brilliantly as well because everything works brilliantly. Everything.